begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. And here's the return from inside the 5. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Trojans. He's going to score. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys will begin with less than ideal field position off that poor return. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
That game moves the ball out nearer than 25.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
We'll look to throw it here on second down. And the pass is dropped. This would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down in the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Breaking free at the 35. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49. The Cowboys will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, that's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that first down and the third down conversion.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
They're going to run it. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive. Running the ball, throwing the football. Seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
This will be third and short, the 7th play of the opening drive. And they pick up the first on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 45-yard attempt. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Trojans offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, each defense, Kirk, relying on an elite corner as they try to shut down the passing games. Both guys have skills, and they have the swag to go with it.
Yeah, Chris, I think that's the point is yeah, they have the skills, they have the size, the speed, but I think it's the instincts, just a natural ability to find the football and be able to come up with plays that help their defense get the ball back to their own offense that really separate these two.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart. Think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll run it here.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Running play called on 3rd and short. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. And the Trojans looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, SC.
Well, that is a textbook opening drive for this offense. Good job of blending the run with the pass. Had a little more success throwing the football, but when it became crunch time, they gave that ball to that running back, and he knows how to get the ball into the end zone.
Set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. It's hard to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Tailback takes the handoff again. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
In an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
That's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has in running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
First down, looking to throw the football. It's a short completion to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for offense, looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California.
We see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
The extra point makes the lead 18 now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to throw it deep. And that will fall incomplete. They took a shot on what will be the final play of the first quarter. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Let's see if this score can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Now, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
Here comes the point after attempt. They make the extra point, but trail 21-10. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown.
Chris, when was the last game you saw not only one, but 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown by the same guy? Unbelievable performance, not only by the return man, but the entire unit setting these returns back for touchdowns.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it an 18-point game, 28-10. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
The back's got it. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the Cowboys will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throw.
And the junior gets home making a sack there.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Quick throw to the left. And it's complete downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Cowboys pick up enough for a 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
It's a run. Running back's got it.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st. And the Cowboys come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag brings up 3rd down. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll try a pass here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. It's a fake, and they fake it and find the tight end. Touchdown, Cowboys. He would not be denied. Some trickery for a touchdown, and Kirk, that defense just caught completely flat-footed that time.
Well, it's because it was a perfect call at the right time. Coach and the special teams coordinator, and your opponent was... prepared for that fake at all. That's an exciting way to score this touchdown.
PHC is good, makes it an 11-point game, 28-17. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. It's the running back in the flat. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Pass complete. It's second down now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They're going to run it here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble now. Finding some room at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Trojans are in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the Trojans are looking to keep this drive going.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, USC. So the offense clicking now for building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. Back down this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Over the middle and incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First down and 10 now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. The Cowboys starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Using his legs on the scramble. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
He flips it to the back across the middle. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. And the Cowboys will crank up the tempo. Third down, out of the shotgun. He fires it. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Ball lands at the 8 and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Trojans.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves.
Returner brought down, sets up the next drive. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field.
That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
Bringing pressure. Tries the right with a quick throw, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after they didn't completion on first down.
You know, they pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it into.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. On to kick it away, helping his team with field position. See if he can make something happen with the return. Returner tackled right there. That's when they'll start the drive. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. Takes the handoff. It's Shaw. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Start the ball at the 44.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it second and short. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They bring him down, but not before he moves the sticks for the first down gain. And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. It's a shotgun run call. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. So now it's third and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. This time a completion. He'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And the Trojans are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Here comes the handoff. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Hold it. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Banks. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Looking right. This one caught. Touchdown, SC. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine in a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the returner will be brought down. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Football comes out, and the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking for his big tight end. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Testing the right side here. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Southern California. And the route is on.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Handoff here from the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
It's a draw to the back. And just a short gain this time. We're able to get him down. An important third down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick catch. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. And the Cowboys lining up here on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff on the counter play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in-man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen and kick him out. But if you haven't...
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. And it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Downfield shot, ball's incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Offense getting set. Second down play here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. The sure hands. It's Gibson. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
The Trojans are in the red zone. Looking to throw it on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. And he drops back in the gun. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. The attempt will be from 42 yards out. Long enough and good. They tack on 3 points to finish off the third quarter. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle, a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Looks left and finds his target there.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner is brought down. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. Play action here on first down. Now rolling out to his left. Quarterback looking to scramble. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. Going to move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Trying to create here on the move. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Looking to pass here on second down. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Coming up, second down and goal. He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, USC. And this one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talking about having a day? This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First down, looking to throw the ball. He pulls it in for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Caught quickly. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time, the big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
And he pulls in the catch. Tackled immediately, but it's a big chunk play. Gained to the 35-yard line. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Short connection to the tight end here. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Back to throw again. Looks to the left, pass caught.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge and put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
The pass rush closing in. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
After a disastrous first down play, they're backed up on 2nd and goal. And there's the handoff. And he'll be brought down. The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. And the same runner's got it again. He's swarmed by the defense.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. Now it's 4th and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle. So they tack on 3 points, but still a large deficit. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Great performance by this home team. There's going to be a serious party around here tonight. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the 4th quarter. Run the ball. Get out of Dodge. Keep everybody healthy.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. So now on comes the field goal unit. He made good on his first attempt, but this one is from 47 yards away. And that is no good. That's just a minor blip there in what's been a thoroughly one-sided dominance.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle made after the completion. That completion makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He escapes the sack, and the freshman able to get home with the sack. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. And the Cowboys have 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain. First down here for this offense. Here comes a throw from the red zone. The pocket breaking down. One last pass attempt falls incomplete, and that will wrap up this game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long.